today's edition of Within with Jennifer Martins, we're featuring a pioneer, the driver of a learning revolution in Africa that is having a global effect. The internet has burst so much into our lives in the last 20 years. SMS, to go, Facebook. Do you remember BlackBerry pinging things? Then we thought it was the height, and boom, WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, Telegram, TikTok, just name them. The education industry has also been impacted by the internet. Even before COVID-19 forced schools into online teaching all over the world, someone had already planned and executed a blueprint to disseminate knowledge across the digital platforms. Let me not let the cat out of the bag. Our guest for today started out with UAC's Mr. Big's brand in 2005 and rapidly rose to the position of area manager, but resigned in 2009 to start a hospitality, restaurant consulting, and training outfit. 14 years down the lane, the business has transformed into a global online concern. Meet Dr. Osaze Obaseki Osemwingi, CEO Plage Metaverse. It's a pleasure having you on the show, Dr. with Jennifer Martins. Doctor, we'll take a trip down memory lane and into the future. Let's talk about Plage Metaverse. How did you come about the name? What was the inspiration behind the name, and how long has it been in existence?
Thank you, Jennifer. Plage has been in existence since 2007. The name came about around 1998 when we had an event by the seaside, and it's a French word, and so nice, one of the best words I love in French. So wow. I just told myself, once it's going to be registered, seriously, we're going to use Plage. So ever since then, 2007, it was actually registered as Plage Services until we did a re-registration to make it Plage Metaverse.
Metaverse. That name is actually, very striking. Yeah. So why did you change into Metaverse?
Yeah, if you look at our scope and what we do, we are consistently in the future. It sets us apart as one of the first synchronized, number one synchronized learning platform in Africa. So to remain in the future and consistently remain in front, we have to also be ahead of others, and that's why we moved on to become Metaverse. The whole world is shifting towards Metaverse, the World Wide Web.
Amazing. What's the concept about?
The concept around Plage Metaverse is that you can study regardless of where you are. Whether you're under the water, on the sea, in space, you can study. Another thing again we want to drive at, which we are already achieving, is that nobody can give up on studies. If you have a school cert, you have a diploma, you have a degree, you have a master's, we have room for you. So you can wake up tomorrow, pick it up from where you stopped, and you continue. So all this idea of, I'm not good enough, I just have school cert, no, that has ended with Plage Metaverse coming into the picture.
At what point did you decide to go into e-learning?
Yeah, we decided to go into e-learning based on research. After offering courses and training on site, we also discovered that the world was going global and being connected by the internet. So we benchmarked some global leaders in e-learning and we decided to domesticate it in Africa. At that point, we started having students from all over Africa, and now we have students from all over the world. So at the point of moving into e-learning, we discovered that our goal for reaching people that are less privileged, that are not opportune, or also to reach people that are opportune, but they might not be having that time, was going to be realistic if we go through the e-learning route. And that's what we've done, and so far so good. It's been a resounding success.
What category of students do you admit? Undergraduate or postgraduate? Which one?
Casting our mind back to my last statement, our studies are open to people from the various and diverse backgrounds. So we have professors taking courses with us, lawyers, we have serving military officers, retired military officers, police officers. Mm-hmm. We also have persons that just left secondary school, and we are also making arrangements to start getting people that never had secondary school education to get up to the level of being able to say, yes, I have some level of education. Mm-hmm. So we are open to everybody regardless of your background, your strata, and where you're coming from.
That's great. Seeing that this institution has gone international, how has it been engaging on a global scale?
Okay, first of all, you used the right word. It has gone international, and once anything goes international, the next question that comes into mind is how do you communicate and relate with your international partners, students, clients, and that has been quite easy for us, knowing that we already have the infrastructure in place for years now to communicate globally, interact globally, and that's why the platform we use, which is usually the most common platform, which is WhatsApp, is what we use, and we have students from over 15 countries engaging. We have partners in over 5 countries engaging with us, and it's a real life thing, and that's why it's called synchronized learning. We discuss on second per second basis. We don't need to wait for a response, so it's an instant response thing. So the only thing different is that someone is in US and I'm in Nigeria. However, there's no boundary going by the internet, so we don't have any challenge with that. In fact, it is becoming what everybody is going for right now.
Wow, that's great. I mean, that's really amazing. Wow, amazing. So, Dr. Osawinyi, what's next for La Plage and her brand?
Thank you for that question. That's an excellent question. It's one question that everybody needs to ask all the time. If you ask that question and you're able to respond, it means you are prepared for the future. Just like we earlier said, we've always been ready for the future, and with metaverse coming into the whole picture, it means we are ready for the new world. And we are thinking about having students that don't need to be on WhatsApp. They just need to be in a cloud-based class and take lectures with us. They don't need to interface with any other student, and they'll take their lectures. We are talking about students that one day we have a kind of memory that all they just need to ask, Metaverse, La Plage Metaverse, what is this? And they get a response to it. So we are really thinking ahead, and we are also going to be working with international partners, those we are benchmarking to see that we are not left behind, and that Africa at every point in time will not play catch up, but instead be one of the global players in the AI intellectual environment.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Dr. Osaze Obaseki Osawinyi.
Thank you. You're welcome.
It's been an inspiring time on the show. Thank you for coming on Living with Gentleman.